Go and do it for me. Now watch me whip. Now watch me nay. Okay. Now watch me whip. Watch me nay.
Watch Me was one of the biggest songs of the mid to late 2010. When the video dropped on June 5th, 2015, it was one of the biggest successes of its time. I remember as a kid that shit played at every school function, boys. And all the little bastard kids would scream, "Play Watch Me again, play Watch Me again." And because of this surely happening in every school in North America and every function in the world, it had garnered over 1.8 billion views since the music video dropped as of recording this video. With its catchy beat and dance along with stylish music video, it was bound to be an instant success. I think I've seen that somewhere. Anyways, his hit ended up getting to number 3 on the US Billboard charts. It seems like Silento had everything going for him. Money, fame, but being a one-hit wonder or even just popular in general at such a young age can really take a toll on you. So today we are going to be going over how Silento went from being a 17-year-old rap and pop icon to being a 24-year-old murderer facing life behind bars. This is the sad story of Silento. My coffee's empty. McDonald's coffee? Curbs. Starbucks. I don't want to hear none of you white girls in the comment section. "Oh, what are you talking about? Starbucks is fucking good." Fuck no, it's not. What's good, guys? It's your boy Rico here, back at it again with yet another video. And on today's video, I already told you what I'm doing. I'm going over the sad story of Silento. But before we get into that, make sure you guys leave a big fat thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and if you guys could help make that happen, that'd be very much appreciated. Anyways, Ricky Lamar Hawk, better known as a stage name Prince Silento or Silento. Silento was born on January 22nd, 1998 in Atlanta, Georgia. He was always interested in music, and at 15 he had dropped Watch Me on SoundCloud at the age of 16. It gained 1,000 views, which was quite a bit of traction at the time, and he was getting quite popular in his school, posting YouTube videos and things of that nature, right? But unfortunately, his YouTube channel has since been deleted, so I can't really show you any videos. But using this platform he already had, he had to post the music video, right? Gets that traction, do what I did. And speaking of, make sure y'all go check out my new music video, Grocery Store. It's a banger. But he posted the video on YouTube, which ended up getting 50,000 views, which at the time was big numbers. Like in 2015, 50,000 views was like going viral. But even within a few days, that was 50,000 views, and within a week, it got 2 million. Labels saw the massive interest in this, and eventually he got picked up by Capitol Records, which is owned and operated by the Universal Music Group. After his label picked him up, they pressured him into homeschooling. He refused and ended up staying in school and finished his diploma, which in hindsight ended up making him miss out on a lot of like really good things that would have advanced his career, such as performances, recording days, meet and greets, things like that, right? And this was the beginning of his inevitable demise. After he rode the wave of Watch Me, he wasn't releasing much music until 2018, when he dropped the album Fresh Outta High School, which flopped. Fresh Outta High School 2, which did a little bit better, dropped a couple months later, and it flopped as well. And then when money was drying up, he also released Skytronic, which yet again flopped. He had only made $100,000 off the deal with Capitol Records and about $750,000 to $1 million off of brand deals and performances, etc., etc. And to the average folk, that would be quite a bit of money, but trying to maintain that luxurious rapper lifestyle, you can't really do anything unless you liquidate that money, make sure you put it in proper investments, things like that. So money was drying up fast, and this was the second part to his demise. And this is another reason why I'm assuming he started to gain severe mental health issues because of all the trauma during his blowing up and his comeuppance. And then he started to resort to petty crime. Being thrown into the spotlight at such a young age can really wear anybody down and be very negatively impactful on somebody's life, which is why I'm glad I'm still an irrelevant piece of shit. But back to the petty crime. This one I wouldn't call petty, But on August 28th, 2020, he was arrested during a domestic disturbance, doing what, you might ask? Well, he caused corporal injury to his spouse, which is a politically correct way of saying beating women, beating women, beating women. The very next day, when his chick obviously didn't want to see him, he walked into a stranger's house, hatchet in hand. And no, I'm not talking about the New York Times bestseller novel Hatchet by famed American author Gary Paulson, which has sold over 13 million copies. I'm talking about a miniature axe used for cutting wood, or the cocks off of dirty little bastards trying to steal your shorty. Anyways, he was arrested in October of the same year for whipping around in a car going 143 miles an hour on Interstate 95. It was obvious to everybody that Silento was spiraling down a very, very dark path. But nobody, and I mean nobody, expected what was to happen just 4 months after the reckless driving charge. Just 4 months after that reckless driving charge, he was arrested in DeBolt County for multiple charges including malice, murder, and capital murder. Georgia is a state with capital punishment, so if found guilty, he could be facing the death penalty. And with this, his trial is steadily approaching, so let's hope he can make a plea deal and at least try to rehabilitate himself. He made an album while incarcerated and behind bars called, well, Bars Behind Bars. I really hope that he can make a name for himself and at least try to rehabilitate himself in some way. But other than that, there's not much to say about the guy. It's still an ongoing case. Hope you enjoyed. Leave a big fat thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and if you guys can help make that happen, that'd be very much appreciated. Follow my Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, YouTube Shorts, and YouTube Music. That is all down below. I am Hope Boys.
Now I shop at the Gucci store. Stomp with the fucker on the floor. In the booth, I'm rapping more. Used to work the grocery store. Now I shop at the Gucci store. Stomp with the fucker on the floor. In the booth, I'm rapping more.